Hello, welcome back. I have had the same question from multiple people who've seen my shoe restoration videos where I've done the saddle soap and the ironing the creases out and so on, asking if you can do the same thing with a leather belt. Well, the good news is, yes, you can. So if you've ever had a belt that looks like that, all creased because over the years your waist size has gone up and down and you've been using different holes on the belt, then we can have a look at that today. So what we're going to try and do is a multi-stage process. You can use any or all of these different stages depending on the condition of your belt. I've got my travel iron steamer that we're going to use to try and iron the creases out. We're also going to give it a wash with the saddle soap, clean with the saddle soap, a condition with my leather balm, and add a bit of colour with some Saphir Medaille door. So without further ado, let's see if we can get rid of the creases in the belt. Now you don't want to put direct heat onto the leather, so always use a cloth. I'm going to use a microfiber cloth as a protector, and I'm going to start from this end of the belt where it's the less work's needing done to it, and then we'll get to the business end. So I'm going to put it on high steam, and as we did with the shoes, you do it section by section and just make sure that the leather is able to take the ironing process. So we press on and give it an iron just a few inches at a time, and then we check it, and that has done a superb job. Okay, we're good. We are good to go. Excellent stuff. Now, as I say, you don't want to come into direct contact with the leather because that will ruin the leather and potentially, more importantly, ruin your iron or your steamer, because the leather will be treated, it'll have dyes and waxes on the leather, and that will make its way onto the sole plate of the iron, which you really don't want to have happen. Now, we're at the business end and we're going to get where the holes have been used. This is going to take a few more passes than the other end. Turn it once. And yes, you can use an ordinary steam iron. I'm just using this because I've done many demonstrations with it over the last few weeks. Now you can, if you like, turn the belt over and do it from the other side. I'm not going to do that today, but you can, because I'm just going to show you about what can be achieved with that. Now, it's done a great job with just one or two passes. If we do another couple, then I'll give you a close-up of how it looks. Right, I'll turn that off. I think that'll do it. Right. So as you can see, the creases that there were there are now completely smoothed out, and that's done a great job. This belt is years and years old. It is, I'm going to say, at least 10, 12 years old maybe. As is evidenced by the fact that I've gone through different sizes with it. Now, strictly speaking, with a belt, it's not going to get as dirty as shoes would, but again, it's just to demonstrate the process that yes, you can wash, you can saddle soap a belt in the same way as you would your shoes. And while we're in and doing the job, we may as well do it properly. Do the job properly was one of my dad's favourite expressions. If ever there was a cut price option for doing something like a meal or a holiday or whatever it was, or there was an upgrade, he'd say, come on boys, let's do the job properly. By which he obviously meant, let's get the, whatever it was, the upgrade or the premium package. And yeah. Anyway. So that's the saddle soap, and again, I'm just going to show you what that looks like. Obviously, it's now quite wet because of the saddle soap, but the whole process will darken it anyway. Because obviously where it had been dried out, you're now going to get more moisture into the leather. So it is going to end up darker by the end of the process, but that's simply because it's been lightened by drying out over the years. Let's turn it back this way. And again, as I've said before, you can go in, you can do these things with cloths and brushes. I'm a more tactile person. I like to use my hands just because I think you get a better result. There's less waste, and you get to feel the effect of the leather balm or renovateur or mink oil, whatever you're using, on the leather, and it's a much better, I think it gives a better result. I will use a cloth afterwards to wipe it down and wipe off the excess, but this is my preferred application method for the leather balm. As you can see, that only takes a few minutes to do that, so well worth the effort of doing that one. And as I say, just wipe off any excess. And finally, we're going to do the Saphir Medaille door. Again, this is the marron foncé, the dark brown. And again, I'm just going to try and zoom in when I come to the edit, but this is just going to even out any discrepancies in the tone of the leather. Now, it's worth saying at this point that this is a full grain leather belt. That's to say, it's just a single piece of leather. It's not stitched, it's not filled with anything. You know, it's not got two sandwiches of two bits of leather stitched together or anything. It's a single piece of leather. I wouldn't like to use this process on on a belt that's been stitched, because if it's been stitched, you don't know what the actual construction is. The back of it, for example, might not be the same material, and the heat applied to it might make it behave in an unpredictable way. So I would keep this process just for single ply leather belts like this. A bit more at this end where we've had the wear and tear. Now obviously with shoes, the goal is to bring them up to a nice shine. That's not so much the case with a leather belt. You might want to give it a healthy sheen, but you certainly don't want to bring it up to a fine mirror shine. That's a bit over the top. But what we're doing with the brush here is more spreading the product, removing any surface product, and spreading it evenly over the surface of the leather. And then we can finally give it a buff with a polishing cloth. And I actually did it, I think it was with this same belt. If you want to change the length, if you want to shorten a leather belt, I've done another video, I'll link to it here, where you take off the buckle end, shorten it, make another hole, and I'll link to the video, but that's to how to shorten it as well. So check that out if you haven't already. Anyway, this is the end result. And that's now, you can still see the marks, but definitely the surface, the colour is now a lot more even. The belt's a nice even dark brown colour along its length, and that'll be good for another few years. So if you like this video, please like it. If you like this type of video, please subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. But until next time, take care. I'll see you soon.